All right. We are here. We are here. Welcome to Chad's Money Minutes as promised. It is 7 p.m. It is November the 6th, and I already see them in the green room. Hold on, let me get some background noise out. But I already have an awesome lineup of creators that are champing at the bit to come and chop it up with all of you for all your financial needs. We got stock experts, we got credit card experts, we got financial experts here. This is definitely not something that you want to miss. Now, it is my absolute and great pleasure to introduce some of my colleagues here. And I'm telling you, spoiler alert, we have people who have adventures, major key adventures. We have, amazing people from the Miami, the 305 here to get you right with your application needs, general financial knowledge. We have a bona fide stock aficionado ready to do it. We got my guy, Mr. Mi Gente, in the house. So without further ado, I'm going to start bringing people on, and I hope you guys enjoy. I think it's going to be one hell of a night. So let's just get right into it. So let's bring them on one after the other. Sorry, Joe. Ladies first. Boom. There we go. That's one. Fire two. Okay. All right. Now we are cooking with gas. Ooh. Yeah. Oh, we got them all. We got them all in the building.
Wepa.
Welcome, everybody. Before I get into your introductions and let you do your introductions, let's go ahead and say what's up to the chat. Vincent Pasquale, what's going on? John R. Eric Harper, I hope you are recovering. I hope you have had a speedy recovery, Eric. You had some surgical procedure. I hope everything is fine. Kid Cat is in the building. Thank you, John R., for the super chat. Points Blank Travel, my guy, Rob, we need you, brother. But welcome to the chat. You are always welcome here. And he is also in the chat as well. All right, we good to go. So here's what I'll do. I will start once again with the ladies. Please introduce yourself. Let's start with Key.
Hey everybody, my name's Key. I run the YouTube channel called Kiki Adventures. Since 2017, I've used well over 7 million points and miles to help me on some amazing adventures. I also am the self-proclaimed queen of credit approvals, as I've been approved well over 80 to 90 different credit card products. So absolute pleasure. I'm joining from New Orleans. So thank you so much for having me, Chad.
All right, back in the NO. Okay, I hope you have a great time. All right, and our next participant.
Jackie. Hey guys, this is Jackie. I'm from Miami. I'm running two channels. One is called Credit Connector. The other one is called Conecto de Crédito for my Spanish viewers. And I'm very good filling out applications. That's basically what I do is I get people funded for medical procedures, dental works, very large ones. I'm also running right now a school group that you guys can join for free, where I have everything there for free, templates, data points on banks. If you want to make some money with bank bonuses, you can find everything there. Thank you, guys.
All right. Welcome. And next up, the lovely Lisa J.
Hello, thanks for having me on tonight. So I'm newest to the community, I think. Glad to have met some people at Bid Summit and then gotten connected with this group of people. And I've been on YouTube. It's going on close to 2 years now, and it's built into my name. I'm mostly focused on the stock market, investing, and I do touch on credit cards and, of course, staying out of debt, because you need to get past that stuff before you can truly reap the rewards of investing. So that's just a little bit about what I have going on.
Excellent. Well, welcome. First of all,
Thank
welcome
you.
to the community. It has been great having you. And just in case anyone is not familiar, Lisa J. Stocks just did an unfiltered with Sledge. I think we are all unfiltered alums here.
Okay.
So she has been anointed. You know what I mean? That is definitely the crucible, and she made it through and in great form. Without further ado, my guy, my brother from another, Mr. Webb. Joe, give it
That's
to him.
it. How you doing, everybody? Yo, I love the smiles. And I just got to tell you, Chad, in case nobody noticed on the Discord, but I'm also in New Orleans, and I'm going to go out with Key in about 30 minutes. We had so I'm here live from Hackensack, New Jersey, and it's like 80 degrees and just weirdly hot outside today. It's bananas here, but got my Christmas tree decorations outside, so took advantage of that. But I run the Credit Card Connection channel. I've been doing it for a year and a half now. I have to tell you, we have an amazing group of people here. Lisa, welcome. Jackie could tell you it is just next level ridiculous. All the support, all the help, and we have a great time doing it. Like, it's just, we become family. I swear to God, I never thought this would be it, but that's what we become. And all the guys here in the chat can see, like, when we were in New Orleans, it was just a movie. So Lisa and Jackie, next year, Puerto Rico is on. That's going to be Veterans Day weekend. So almost a year from now, from this weekend coming. So
yeah,
prepárate.
Let's go.
Yeah, what he said. And Key, if y'all going out, I've seen what Joe will do for some beads in New Orleans. So you guys are gonna have a great time. I think it's gonna be a blast.
I got my beads, baby. I work hard for these beads.
So, also, bringing to the stage, I have, boom, look at him.
Yo,
there he is.
What's up, Lonnie?
What's going on,
Travel
y'all?
extraordinaire.
Dude, I'm tired of traveling right now.
This cat has been everywhere.
I need a break.
Corners of the globe.
Yeah, I need a break. And I'm not done yet. That's the sad part. But I'm tired.
Hey man,
but this is the life we chose.
Bears the crown.
Yeah, this is the life we chose, right? We do it for a reason. So I can't be mad that, I've been able to be successful at it. But I ain't gonna lie, I'm tired.
I hear that. So for anybody in the chat who is not familiar, please feel free to introduce yourself. Good sir.
Well, thank you for that. So my name is Lonnie. My channel name is Call Me Lonnie, all one word. Lonnie spelled L-A-N-I. My channel focuses primarily on travel strategy via credit card rewards. So what that means is I don't like to pay for vacations, and I will optimize almost every single loophole, hack, strategy there is to earn as many points as possible so that I only have to pay for my daily expenses. And then my points and rewards to take care of the travel for me. So you're not paying twice for travel. And I'll teach you how to do it.
Awesome.
So, first and foremost, I'd like to thank you all for being here. Secondly, I normally don't script anything. I normally don't even give warning. It's actually very uncommon for me to even give warning before I go live. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fly this thing by the seat of my pants. We are going to go fast. We are going to break things. So I will open the floor for anyone who has anything that they would like to discuss first. I got some things on my mind, but I would like to open it to my guests. Does anyone have anything that they would like to say before we go? Because I'm waiting on some questions to come in. Is there anything anybody would like to cover?
Okay, I'll take this.
I see Jackie left the class.
For the holidays. What are you guys planning on using to buy any gifts, going out to dinner? What's your card of choice?
Let me go ahead and get out my wallet.
Oh yeah, your wallet is like a briefcase. Are you freaking kidding me? That's not even fair.
Let's come
I'll be using the Capital One Venture X business card for the
See, you know
foreseeable
what? It's
future.
over. I'm not going to meet you later. You know I have an issue with Capital One. Lisa, don't pay attention to her, Lisa. Just ignore Key right now because he's flexing right now like that.
Here she goes.
Yo, that's savage, bro. That card is a beast.
Yeah, it's my 5th Capital One credit card. I know everybody talks about bucketing and all that nonsense. Joe, if you need to authorize use your card, you know who to ask. You know who to ask.
So when we hook up for dinner later, I'm going to just sign myself up with you. Fair?
Exactly.
I love how Joe can't get one and Kiki can get 5.
Yeah, and I'm sure she's
Another
applying for other ones. This is just, I'm going to take it personal. They don't want me. That's it.
She rubbing it in like lotion on you, Joe.
Because I'm slightly over 50. You know what? That hurts my feelings. That's ageism.
I don't have any of the Capital One cards either. I haven't gotten that, but I'll hit you up, Key, so I can get that referral one time. Ready.
Look at this. Look at this.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Listen, they have 2 tools. They have one on the personal side and one on the business side where you can do a pre-approval. This does not affect your credit. It is a soft pull, so it doesn't show up on any of the, credit bureaus that you're running your report. And it tells you flat out, are you going to be approved for this card? Yes, no, maybe. Actually, it doesn't even say maybe. It just says yes or no. Sometimes, and oftentimes, those cards are whack. I'll even admit, when I do the personal one right now, I only get pre-approved for the secured card, which is ridiculous. But when I went to the business side and did that one, I saw the Venture X on there, and I couldn't fill out my application fast enough.
Awesome.
Wait. So the business one was easy?
I don't want to say easy. I'm just saying I have 3 personal Capital One cards. I have the Venture X, Quicksilver like everybody else, and then oh my goodness, I'm forgetting the last card that I have. Whatever. I have another card. No, I don't have a saver. That'd be sweet. I have 3 of them though. I can't remember. And this one was on there, so just got that business card.
Where do they pull from?
Yeah, so they will pull all 3 credit bureaus, and actually 4. They'll also pull, I think it's like Innovis or something like that. I don't know if I'm saying it right.
Yeah.
But you can actually, as long as you have 2 out of the 3 majors, so Experian, TransUnion, Equifax, as long as you have 2 out of the 3, they'll just pull the 2. So totally up to you if you want to freeze your credit, if you want to not freeze your credit. I just let them pull all 3. I don't have time to be unfreezing and freezing my credit like that.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, my newest card was the Built card. And you know how everybody always talks about paying your rent. Well, guess what? I'm paying my mortgage with it. So I don't know if you guys know that when you get the Built card, you get a routing number and you get an account number. So you can actually pay your mortgage and everything just like if you were using a regular check. My mortgage is $2,900. So $2,900 times 12. I'm gonna get some good points there to travel. Mr. Call Travel Man.
Let me I actually got a question about that, Jackie, because John R, who is in the chat, he has said on his channel as well that he pays his mortgage, but he has a Wells Fargo mortgage. I've heard some data points where people without Wells Fargo mortgages have actually kind of gotten hand slaps for paying their mortgage with their Built card. Is that the case for you?
So that's never happened to me. They did say originally it was only Wells Fargo, but I tried it and it went through. There's no problem.
Okay.
So, and I got the points and everything. I see it there.
Okay.
So it registers just like a regular check.
All right. Awesome.
I have something slightly on that, Jackie. You just reminded me that a lot of things come with routing numbers, as well as, you have access to your account number all the time for everything. But a lot of things have routing numbers. And Lisa, maybe this can tag you in a little bit. I use Fidelity personally for most of my investing accounts, HSA accounts, things like that. Those often do have routing numbers. Like Fidelity has a routing number. You can use that for a variety of different things. I'm just going to throw that out there. But if you have like a regular 9-to-5 job, you can use that routing number and your account number to have money directly from your paycheck sent there. Or I'll just, you can use that routing number for other things as well. So I'll say that.
Awesome.
Okay. All right. Okay. So that is very helpful. That is extremely helpful. I hope everybody's paying attention. John is jumping for joy in the chat. John is one of my moderators here. Do me a favor, John, if you could put links to everyone's channels. Please, everybody, if for some reason you have somehow missed it and not subscribed to everyone here, please do so. It'd be greatly appreciated. Thank you so much. So Lisa, do you have a card, or what is your preferred route for your holiday shopping? Wait a minute, did we lose somebody?
We lost Key, and then Lisa, we can't hear you.
She's
I'm sorry. So, I mean, I didn't bring my wallet up here today. I did bring it for Sledge's interview, but I don't have a lot of credit cards. I basically have Bank of America. I have a points card and a cashback card, Citibank, and then what else? A Chase. So, it depends on what I'm buying, that I'm going to tailor it to it, because I want to make sure to maximize the rewards. Like there was one year that I was doing my daughter's bedroom over, and I knew I was going to be buying a mattress and furniture and stuff. So I made sure to change my rewards to be tailored to that kind of spending. Whereas that card was pretty much set to gas for the car. I knew that, okay, I need to maximize this. So let me switch it for this month and make sure to take advantage of where I know I'm going to be doing the most spending. So I only have the few cards, but I'm going to mix it up and just tailor it to what I'm buying, which is probably going to be mostly just a little bit of online shopping. I don't have a lot of shopping to do. And then, of course, after I use the card, I'm ready to pay it off in full,
That's the way to get it done.
Yep.
That is it. That is it right there. And we're going to chop up some stuff about what these market swings that I've been noticing over the last 24 to 48 hours. I think you can have, I think you'll have some great insights that you can share with the community. And I would love to hear your input on that. So we're going to move to Lonnie. Lonnie, you got any new cards on the horizon, or you have any that you are, squeezing in there to make sure that you can optimize for holiday shopping?
So as of right now, I think I'm done for 2024 and applying for new cards. I was actually teetering on I like to call it the 99,000 Chase Inc. Unlimited bonus offer, because you get 1.5 on everything, and after you hit your spending requirement, you'll be at 99,000 Chase UR points. So I call it the 99,000 offer. But anyway, I decided I don't want that card. I already got one. It's not a great card. It doesn't really do much. It doesn't offer you much. And I think I'm going to skip out of it for the rest of 2024. And actually, Chad, I got a video about the changes I'm making for 2025 coming soon. So I don't want to give too much away, but I am slightly modifying my strategy. Now, to get to the actual question that Joe had brought up, what am I using for, holiday spend and all that? Because if you watch my channel, I got a young one. He just turned 2 at the end of September. So I'm buying Christmas gifts. We're in the Christmas battle now. Like, oh, mom bought something. Absolutely. And I'm like, oh, you can't show up with a Spider-Man. Like, now I got to go buy a bike, But Chase Freedom Flex with the PayPal 5X earning category. So, I'm going to max that out on my Freedom Flex, shop online, obviously, get all those PayPal points. So that's about 7,500 points if I max that out right there. And I can transfer those over to my Sapphire Reserve. So that 5 points per dollar actually turns to 7.5 points per dollar if I were to use it through the travel portal. And if not that card, or after I max it out, Joe is going to be my favorite catch-all card, which is the IHG Premier. At worst case scenario, it's 3x on everything. With those points being at now 0.8, like I'm already over 2 cents a point when I'm ready to redeem them. I'm earning at 3 points per dollar. So, and that's, like I say, at the worst case scenario. So those are my 2 cards probably through the rest of the year for sure.
Okay.
That sounds good.
That does. I mean, that sounds strong. Joe, I think we didn't do you yet.
No. So,
by all means, sir.
I don't have the spreadsheet like Lonnie has. I have just a cards that I'm going to pull out whenever the heck I need them. And some of them are going to be, if it's going to be dining out and groceries, the Strata Premier from Citibank. I started that PayPal debit card at 5%, and I've been using the heck out of that because some of the affiliate links pay me through PayPal so that I don't have to keep moving the money back and forth. I just buy that and keep it at whatever 5% offering they're going to give me. So I do that. But believe it or not, and spoiler alert, because I have it in the ready to roll and post it, but there is a new card, and that's going to be the AAA Daily Advantage card, which a lot of people have always asked me about. Is there a card that you can use for groceries and wholesale clubs and stuff like that? And the only one, for no annual fee, you get 5% back on groceries and 3% back on any wholesale club whatsoever. So, and it also gives you multipliers back for gas and EV charging. So it can also be a pretty decent catch-all card for this time of the year in particular. And that's AAA. It doesn't cost you anything. They have two that are similar sounding. One is a travel and the other one's the daily. And the difference is just that they'll give you more of a multiplier on the gas and EV charging for the other one. This one is more of that food, grocery shopping stuff. So, you know, for the holidays, we're Puerto Rican, man. We eat rice and beans, pernil. That's coming in hard. Pasteles, wrap. So we got it. With that grocery bill's gonna hit hard. So,
hey, I
and
hear
Dad,
that.
what about you, puppy?
For me, actually, down here in Florida, normally November is when we pay taxes. So now my mom has multiple properties. Me and my wife actually, look out for multiple properties for our parents. So this is always the best time for us to get a new card in addition to the holiday spend. And we have our eye on maybe a business gold or a business platinum because we're going to be doing a lot of tax spend. None of the no lifetime language ones. So that way they can actually help towards our minimum spend to get our hands on a bunch of juicy Amex points. That is the plan for that. So I'm also keeping an eye on the time because I know Joe and Key, you guys I have you until 7:30, right? Is that
whatever Key says? I'm following Key's lead.
All right. Okay, it looks like here we got some
CJ's
people
in the back.
Card. Yeah, CJ's in the back, and I also got another special guest that's actually in the back. That's why I was just making sure I kept the eyeball on your time. There are a couple of special guests backstage because unfortunately, me and my budgeted ass didn't get the upgraded StreamYard, so I can only have 6 people on screen at the same time. So that's my bad. So I'm just, making sure, I'm out here balling on a budget. I ain't started the new job yet. That starts on Monday. So I just want to make sure that I was cognizant of your timing. So with that being said, Key, can you do me a favor? Can you tell us, you kind of told us like the ease of getting the Venture X business, right? But what made you get it and when did you get
it? Sure. I got the card at the end of October. Reason for that is it requires a lot of spend. It's holiday time. Gonna add my whole family on there so they can, use it for the shopping that they're already gonna do anyways. And then in January, I have my homeowner's insurance, so a couple large expenses that are due. So I'll top it up with that.
Awesome.
Okay, what is the spend for that card now? Is it 30K or 20K?
Yeah, I was actually looking that up because someone came at me in the comments, which is okay. I was going to Travel Freely to check what my bonus was. So it is $30,000 worth of spend, which is the highest I think I've ever had to spend for a card, and I'll get 150,000 Capital One Venture X points.
Well, how much?
I don't even want to say it again. You have to listen to the replay. Listen to the replay if anybody's
30K.
listening. Oh well. Yeah. Here, I got you. Got you.
Can you just buy 150 Capital One points for cheaper than 30K?
Wow. I wish. I feel like a lot of people would if they could. But
if you could, yeah.
Isn't that what we're doing when we do these added bonuses, right? Everyone's buying chase points and all that. So
30K though.
Key, you
yeah.
are a beast.
Listen, I did say earlier, if
Yeah.
things have routing numbers, maybe you're able to do some things with that. That's what I was saying earlier.
That's my kind of girl.
Beast. Wow. I want to be like you when I grow up.
Yeah, I'm not gonna knock your hustle, but man, 30K is 30K.
And that's in 3 months,
So,
right? Or 6.
In 3 months?
It's in 3 months. Yeah, it's in 3 months.
Lisa's in shock.
I was just about to get.
I'm
Oh,
like,
Lisa,
Chad,
too,
I'm about to say, Chad, I think you could drop me off of the panel.
I was literally about to
I saw
say,
Lisa's eyes.
over there.
Lisa's like, did I hear that right?
I don't know if I could be up on this panel.
Lisa, I see that you're into stocks. Is that you? That's what you talk about.
Absolutely. I was just about to segue to her because we definitely got the wow. Whew. Key, I might have to mute you behind that. But Lisa, okay, all right, okay. Let me get serious now. Whew. All right, Lisa. Now, considering the kind of spend that she has, right? Let's segue into your realm of expertise. Considering the obvious events that have taken place and the market swings that have been going on, what would you say to someone who is trying to build an egregious amount of money, maybe for a credit card spend? What would you say, given what you're seeing now, would be solid sound investments for that?
Well, me personally, what I do is I do a mix of ETFs, blue chip stocks, crypto. But I am open to, now that I put the work in and have an understanding of it, trading. So, but I'm not a channel to come to for any, quick overnight fast returns. I'm pretty much a long-term investor. Until the last few years, my only investment was my retirement account, my 401k, through my whatever my current employer was. But over the last few years, when we went into all of that lockdown and went through all those different situations that we did, my money mindset changed, and I also wanted to get better knowledge on how to invest for my daughter, because I wanted her to be on this journey with me. So, I don't, as far as making the money quickly, I don't really know what to say on that. If that's what you're trying to.
No, not just quickly. I mean, just like over time, like with the market swings now, I've noticed that my crypto assets have increased. Like with the recent jumps, with the recent confidence in the market, has that inspired you to maybe look into a new investment, or to maybe even shore up a current investment, given what you're seeing?
I'm definitely, I don't add many new things to my portfolio very often, but I'm staying consistent with what I've been investing into. So some of my ETFs that I have been investing to from the start have been like VTI, which is a total US stock market ETF, and and investments that give me exposure to the S&P 500, also VOO, FXAIX, because I do my retirement accounts at Fidelity, which Key noticed and knew about me. So, and then my investments are basically things that you have heard of. It's Amazon and Apple, Tesla, Google, Microsoft, it's those type of things. And then, Realty Income and some SCHD, things that most people that have some knowledge of investing have heard of. And so with that, I've built different portfolios. I have all of my retirement and my daughter is at Fidelity, but then I have additional portfolios that I'm working on for hopefully early retirement for myself, to gain dividends, just to have growth stocks, and just things that I can tap into when I'm ready, So with that, you know, I think that my portfolio it's nothing too extreme, you know, but you know, those tried and true companies that have the long standing history, I'm okay with sticking with them. But then I have a mix of some newer things like Nvidia that, you know, if you're familiar at all, you know, it's been a strong performer.
Lisa, I have to drop, but I have a question for you. This is something I don't know. I typically only buy ETFs and some of the other funds that you mentioned at the top of what you were saying. When you buy stocks, are you able to buy partial shares, or are you buying like full, I don't know, Amazon shares and things like that? I'm not too sure.
No, at Fidelity, my daughter just did her investments yesterday. At Fidelity, we're able to invest as little as $1. She only had
wow.
$50 to invest yesterday. So her investments were like, I think 20, and then there was something in there that was $1 that only got $1 love for the month. But yeah, every platform that I use, most of the other platforms that I use, I think the minimum is $5. For example, on Webull or Public or Moomoo, they have many investments that you can do partial. You can buy fractional shares starting at $5. And I actually invest $10 daily into VTI. That's a update that I've been giving regularly on my channel.
I like that
for a long time now.
Okay. Wow, I think that's huge. And I'll drop off, but I have so many more questions, and I'll be sure to jump in the comments of some of your videos here with some of those questions. Thank you.
Wait, Key, before you leave,
Yeah.
Lisa, I know all the name of the companies you mentioned. I'm good with that, but you lost me with elemental P, you know, QRSTUV, because you mentioned a lot of letters there that I was but it was SH something G. I was like, wait a minute, I'm good so far, but that lost. I need to really just study what you're talking, because that is fire. I'm just gonna tell you thank you, because hearing you say it and what you're able to do, because I know the company's names, but all the other acronyms and stuff, I'm clueless to that. But my love, I give you credit, and to have your child do it with you, that's wonderful. That's something that everybody should learn and listen to in this chat right now, because God knows that's how my father taught me how to do it. And until he passed, we were doing stocks together for fun. Like literally, like he was like, hey, I got this. Let's buy GE. Let's buy this, you know, and that's what we did. And it was fun watching it grow. Or if it took a hit, we let it rock and get something else. Like it is what it is, you know. So thank you, Lisa. Like you're just amazing. So thank you for sharing all that with us.
I'm sorry if I was throwing out some. So I should have.
No, that's cool. It's me. And you know it's not you. It's me.
Yeah. You know what else I want to touch on while we were talking about Christmas gifts? We can do it. We can start an investment account and give some stocks. You know, all year round, we're buying the McDonald's. We're having all these different parties and the prom and all the events. Let's also at those times take a little bit, maybe at the same time that you're willing to do those other things, put a little bit of money in the investment account. You know,
Absolutely. I always remember for my 18th birthday, my parents got me opened up my stock portfolio for me, bought me stocks for my 18th birthday.
Awesome. Let me guess, it had some United, but I'm just playing.
Actually, awesome. No, even awesome better. Money. It had Google.
Yeah, okay.
Well, first of all, thank you so much for that, Lisa. And definitely, we're gonna chop it up, because I mean, you are just speaking my language. I know Key has to go. Key, do you have any parting words before you head in and I bring in the next guest?
Just thank you so much for having me on. I love the comments. I always get a good laugh, but more importantly, thank you to all of you for what you do. It's not easy to come out here talking about stuff that's not traditional. So I appreciate all of you. I already learned something new. So I'll definitely be watching the replay for sure. So thank you so much. Grateful.
All right.
Later, Key.
Excellent. Be safe out there. And thank you so much for coming. You know, much love. Enjoy yourself. I hope you have a great time.
Thank y'all so much.
Chad, I'll drop off too, so you can put in Sledge and CJ.
Okay.
All right, puppy.
Excellent. Joe.
Peace.
Love you, brother.
I love you. You guys are amazing. you know, Jackie and Lisa, I just need to let you know this, that especially with Chad and Sledge, what you ladies bring to the table and being women of color is just amazing. That is something that's not out there. That is something that we need more of. You represent us and teach, like, it's just, I swear my hairs are standing up. Is legit, because this is nothing. This is something that has taken a while to get together, and I thank you both for what you do. So God bless you. Thank you for being here tonight, my boy Lonnie, and then my pink card lover there, CJ. How you doing, Papi Chulo?
I'm good.
Good.
Pink
I
card
love you
lover.
guys. Have a good night.
Yo, Joe, before you jump, I need to hit you up. I'll be in Manhattan next week.
Yo, bro, I'm here, kid.
Yep.
Let's do this. All right. I love you guys. Good night.
Good night.
Awesome. I have Sledge here.
Chat.
Yeah.
If you need
What's
a
up?
spot, let me know if you want me to, drop down if you want to bring someone else in.
You ain't going nowhere.
Okay.
I have a question for Lisa before she drops off.
You are going to share these investments with us. I'm not letting you go nowhere. I love what you do. You ain't going nowhere. How about that?
Everyone wants to hear about these FANG stocks now. So
That's it.
Go in.
Trust and believe. Oh, we're going to tie you into this credit card chatter.
I want the next question with Lisa.
Oh, no.
Yes, I mean, but by all means, if you do have something to do, like, in all seriousness, I do understand. But yeah, I definitely don't want to. I don't want you to feel as though you're being bumped or rushed.
No. I have more time. I didn't know. I just can't see who you have in the background, and I didn't want to be taking up too much time. If you only have.
No.
Okay.
It's fine. I got a solution for all of that too.
Okay.
Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to allow our new friend here, CJ, to introduce himself. Please do. And then I'll get to some questions while he's introducing himself. And I'm also going to add a special guest to the stage while he is introducing himself. And then I'm going to bring Sledge on.
Goodness, it sounds like I need to give a long introduction.
Oh, no. It'll just be a minute. I'll be right back. So please introduce yourself.
Okay. Hey, everybody. It's CJ here. Everybody kind of knows who I am because Chad said so. But CJ, I'm in the credit card space, a little bit on the somewhat edgy side of the credit card space. I've been doing that for a couple of years now, and here I am. So I saw when I started, some people were talking about what they were using, I guess, as a credit card for the holiday season. So I just got approved for the World of Hyatt credit card. So that is going to be my credit card through this season until I spend that $4,000 to get my 5 free nights with the World of Hyatt at Category 1 through Category 4 hotels.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you. And it also has my largest credit limit by Chase thus far, which is interesting since it's going to be the credit card that I am using the least in my wallet once I am done with hitting that minimum spend requirement. But I got a credit limit of $12,300. And like all of my other Chase cards, either have an $11,000 limit or a $10,000 limit. So
is that a
personal? That was pretty cool, but
is that a personal card or a business card, CJ?
It's a personal card, so it's the personal World of Hyatt card. I didn't go for the business. The personal one had that elevated welcome offer for the 5 free nights, which was really appealing to me to go for it. So that's that. I can say that I've stayed at a World of Hyatt hotel over the past weekend, and it was a new brand, so I already got a free night awarded to me for being a brand explorer. So all of my stays at the World of Hyatt have been completely free, paid for with points. So it's awesome to get rewarded with another free night when I haven't paid a dime into the Hyatt hotel brand. So I love it.
So what are you going to do with that free night certificate?
The 5 free nights, I have no idea yet what I'm going to do with those. I actually have 4 nights to spend coming up, or 3 nights. I think it's 3 nights at the Hyatt Vacation Club. I did one of those for, I think it's Key West. I haven't booked it yet, but I have that to look forward to as well. It was one of the deals. I got 3 nights for like $300. So I'm pretty excited. I've never been down to Key West, so a way to check it out and be in a pretty good property, a 2-bedroom, room with a full kitchen, dining room, you know, those vacation club type things. So the 5 free nights, when I do get them, I have no idea what I'm going to do with it, but I'll find somewhere to go with them.
Nice.
Okay.
You got a great deal in Key West because everything there is super expensive.
Right,
Super.
yeah. Super expensive. Oh, somebody upgraded their StreamYard. Look at that.
Yeah, I went to get my card to do it because there's no way we can have all these heavy hitters on here and I'm limited to 6 people. I wanted more head. That's why I'm saying, Lisa, you ain't have to go nowhere. You know what I mean? We make it happen. Johnny on the spot. So you already know we got the credit card Skip Bayless in. I'm waiting on Rod. I just wanted to make sure he had a slot in. I'm so happy to have him here because Lisa, that's the other reason I didn't want you to go anywhere, because we also have another investor aficionado in Rod. He runs multiple channels, and I think like we could really have a great synergy here. So, my brother, my guy, what's up to the Sledge Inc. team?
Man, you already know it's your boy Sledge from Sledge Inc. team. Mr. Do your research. This card is trash. And you know what? I added a new one. I am Mr. No Umbrellas, the credit card Skip Bayless.
There it is. What you got in that cup?
Let's get it. Hey,
Wait,
look,
what is Mr. No Umbrellas?
Wait a minute, hold on. Wait a minute. Before I answer that, CJ, I want y'all to thank me later for inviting these ladies to the community. So it's a lot of knowledge and a lot of research. And actually, when you were telling Lisa about Rod, that's kind of like where I found Lisa at on Rod's channel. So she already know Rod.
That's what's up.
Yeah, Rod and I have collaborated a couple of times together. Yes.
That's what's up. That's it. And you know what? That's why we're here. I want to say, well, first of all, as always, thank you so much to everybody for being in the chat. Now, Jackie, you dropped a gem about paying your mortgage with your built card. Now, we can definitely get some data points in the community about paying your mortgage with your built card. And I just want to know from you, because anytime I see somebody who hasn't talked in a while, I like to pick on you. So for your travel plans, you were talking about calling people about travel points, like like building up your points with your mortgage payment. Like, what's a bucket list place that you think you may use those points to want to travel to?
So I think probably I'll apply for the Hyatt card. And with my other point, I probably think one of my bucket lists would be Thailand.
Okay.
There's a lot of beautiful things over there. Phuket and the Hyatts over there are very cheap compared to the United States. So if you've got some good points, you're going to be staying at some really nice Hyatts up there. I just came from Mexico this week, and I basically went from Miami to Cabo, and then I came back because I crossed to La Paz, and then I crossed through Tijuana, and I came back through San Diego, and I came in through the Southwest card. And that was the first time I flew Southwest, and I liked it. I mean, they let you bring 2 bags for free, and that always adds up when you have to pay for it. You can sit anywhere. There's an available chair. And my husband and I, we always got chairs right in front, pretty comfortable. So I can't complain. We didn't pay anything. And that was pretty cool. I mean, to be able to, travel like that and using points and all that, I mean, that to me is, I used to think, when I flew in Spirits, I was a travel hacker. But now I'm traveling. I've upgraded, my game, and it's a different world. I'm definitely, I tell people, like, if you have credit, try not to mess it up. Unfortunately, sometimes we need to use it because things really come up. But if you have good credit, you can have anything that you want, basically.
Pretty much, yep.
And
that's what's up.
Yeah, I do want to ask Lisa. I don't know if you want to let somebody in first, but I do have a question for Lisa because I'm curious to get her answer.
Hey, Chad, can you hear me, Chad?
Yeah, we can hear you, Rod.
Yeah, I'm actually here. I'm using my avatar. I'm nowhere near a
Okay.
computer. I'm nowhere near a studio. Even my West Coast studio, I'm not out there either. So I'm on the move.
All right, hey man, as long as we have you here.
Yeah.
So Jackie, you were gonna ask Lisa?
Yeah. So Lisa, I'm curious. I want to know what you think. What do you think about getting an interest-free credit card, liquidating it, and investing that, in any of your investments? Because you would have 12 months with no interest. And if you got a credit card on the business side, it wouldn't affect your utilization on the personal side. OPI or other people's money, and using your own money that you've worked hard to put away. Because I'm under the impression that you should always use the bank's money, not your own money.
I've never thought about it, and right now I'm in a building stage. It's very rare that I cut something completely out of my portfolio. So you would have to take that into consideration, the capital gains and the tax implication of exactly how long you're going to hold it. But if you think that it's worth it, then, and you can trust yourself, because just like people that ask for a credit line increase or get a new card for a balance transfer with the aim of, eliminating debt, sometimes it runs you back into debt because something will come up and next thing you're putting money on the other card. So I think that it could be a way to make money if there is a sound investment that you can navigate and make money and then sell it. And if you need to sell all of the position, or at least the portion that you used in order to invest, your initial investment in order to pay off the card. It's something I've never thought about doing, but I think I'm a person that could be responsible enough to do it, and not, and in the end come out ahead.
Yeah,
but
that's definitely a play.
You have to take all of those things take several things into consideration in deciding to do something like that. Because I think we probably hear more of the horror stories of someone who thought, oh, let me invest into this, and the investment went down on them, and they didn't have stop loss. They didn't have, they weren't managing their risk. So you just have to make sure you're doing it in the way that you come out ahead.
Yeah.
So.
Which it happens, but I mean, if you hear, it's like the rich own nothing, but they control everything, because they always use other people's money. And, a lot of people, they go into business. Unfortunately, the business does go into bankruptcy, but then they're able to jump on, and you see this all the time, and open a brand new business. I mean, I can give you a perfect example. You guys probably know the Bang, the drink, the Energizer drink.
Yeah, that stuff.
So anyway, he had a big contract with Pepsi. He wanted to break it. He came on and he started he's a really flashy guy. He started talking too much stuff about Pepsi. Pepsi sued him. He went into bankruptcy. For I don't know how many millions. He came out of that door. He went into the other door. He got I don't know how many millions more. And you see, I don't have to tell you anymore. You know where Bang Energy drink is right now. So imagine if he would have used his own money instead of the bank's money. So it's always, I guess, I don't know. I think it's always an idea or something to think about. I don't know what you guys would think about, liquidating a card, a 12-month interest-free card, and investing that money instead of your own money.
Ooh, that one. For me, my very careful personality, it seems very risky, especially with where credit card interest rates are right now. If the market were to take a turn, and you're not able to sell those stocks to be able to pay back what you have borrowed from those credit cards, that could be a slippery slope. But on the other side, I will echo what you said about rich people, well, investors using other people's money, basically. In my professional career, I am an urban planner, and I oversee major projects that are coming into my city. So one thing that I began to pay attention to is each one of these developers that come in for each one of their projects. Like we have some multiple projects owned by one developer. They establish a separate LLC for each of those developments, even though it's them doing it is not under their development company. And I know that all of their financing terms is extremely important because once they submit, I end up on this really compressed time crunch to make sure I get everything done, all of my comments, all of that stuff out to them so they can meet their deadlines, sign contracts, and all of that. But it's like they have good money, they dress regularly, but they drive nice cars and all of that stuff. And they don't use their own money to pay for these multi-million-dollar developments. Like I'm talking 40 million, 50 million. They're always leveraging other people's money. So that's something that we have to become accustomed to as well if we want to get ahead. That's like the biggest secret that's not really a secret.
Yep. They leverage those LLCs, and then, you know, they get several LLCs, and they kind of leverage each LLC for different entities.
Yeah, I would definitely do it. I'm a value investor, and for me, I don't buy a stock. I don't hold a stock for 10 minutes that I wouldn't hold for 10 years. Now, I totally hear what CJ is saying, and you have to price in those downturns, but I ascribe to what's called a margin of safety as far as my stock is concerned. So I look for intrinsic value, use a margin of safety to make sure that I can do a conservative investment. And so that way I want to buy $1 for 50 cents. And I think I could swing it, as Lisa said, you know, be responsible enough, get that balance paid off. Because for me, I look at stock like when I used to flip Amazon. At the time, the intrinsic value was almost $5,000, and I was getting the stock for $900 to $1,100. I was making money hand over fist. My initial investment in Tesla helped me buy my first Tesla. So the money is out there if you have well-reasoned research. And I think it would be a go for me personally. I would really like to hear what Rod has to say on this. And for everybody, Rod does not he has his avatar on. I'm sure everybody should be familiar with him. So please, Rod, quick introduction. I'd like to hear your input on this.
Quick introduction. I have first of all, I want to thank Sledge for inviting me to this wonderful community. I want to thank Chad for inspiring me, and good evening to Jackie, Lisa, Lonnie, CJ. I do have a couple of different channels. One where I'm talking about points and miles and credit cards. One where I'm talking about investing. One where I do interviews, and then one where I make clips. But with this, I'm doing something similar. I'm not necessarily leveraging others people's money right now as far as a no interest credit card and liquidating that and putting it towards individual stocks or ETFs. But I am taking my cash back credit cards, my 5% cash backs, my Discover It's, my custom cashes. Everything that I earn there is either going to Robinhood, Mubu, Webull, and I'm putting it in investments that's making 30% or more. So I'm taking this 5%, flipping that into 30%. And am I using other people's money? Not really, because I'm using the money that I would spend on groceries, gas, supermarkets, online shopping, whatever. So I'm doing something similar. I've been doing this about 3 or 4 months. Really liking the results. And I do have a series that I'm working on. Well, I'm going to kind of like Chad, I'm going to purchase my next vehicle with stocks from credit card cashback. So it's going to be kind of interesting. And it's going to take some time. It's not going to be overnight, but it's a challenge and it's fun. But would I actually liquidate an entire credit card? Right now, I would not. I'm like, Lisa, do I think I have the mental stamina or the discipline to do so? Yes. But it's a slippery slope. It's a slope I'm not ready to get on right now. So I'd rather try other avenues. But I know even last night, most people were watching the elections, I was making money moves. Every time the electoral votes went up, I was buying Bitcoin, Dogecoin, and Solana.
That's it.
And I made a killing last night. I don't
Get that
necessarily,
money.
it's likely like the results of the election, but my Bitcoin went from 68,000 to 74,000. And I watched Doge go from 16 to 21 cents.
Yeah.
And I was just sitting here having me a ball. I mean, so it's just really just, it's all you pick your own poison. You pick what you like. So.
Okay. All right. I like that.
Yep.
Definitely, you know, if Rod say, you already know that's not even a gem. That's going to be a boulder, you know. Watch out for that. So, Lonnie, Sledge, and then I'm going to get to the chat here. Want to make sure that people understand that I do see them in the chat. So, Lonnie, you're up.
I'm sorry, what's the question?
The question is, would you liquidate a card in order to invest in potentially an equity?
Gotcha. Okay, so
a no annual fee card that has 12 months of no interest. I'm sorry, Jackie. I just want to make sure I stated it correctly.
No, thank you for bringing it back to me. But I've never done it either. So I've always kept my credit card life and my investment life completely separate. And so I had never thought about it that way either. I know, Chad, you have talked about this plenty of times. That if you get like a $0 or zero APR credit card, you can actually hold on to that. You know, if life happens, and that might help skate you along for a bit without having to pay that interest fee. But I never thought of it in the vein of using that as an investment opportunity. Now, I'm actually going to reiterate CJ's answer a little bit by saying not necessarily what I recommended as the best option, but if you are financially savvy and you got your life together and you got, you know, it's not going to hurt you financially, you're not going to back yourself into a corner.
Mm-hmm.
There's a way less amount of risk where I can understand why somebody would do that. And then at the same time, depending on how much credit limit you have on said card, I mean, it is a gamble. It's not a Vegas gamble, but it's still a gamble. It could go up, it could go down, but at least, as Lisa was mentioning, if you invest in VTI, the S&P 500, after 12 months, it might not be super high, but at least it'll be higher than the initial investment. So you still made some type of return. I can actually get behind that. Now, if you're going to do that, as obviously like a 12-month option is not a get rich quick in any way, but depending on how the market goes, could end up positive. Or if you want to be a little bit more advantageous and, you know, a little more risky, I should say, kind of like as Rod said, if you can read tea leaves and see that, you know, crypto's going to make a small jump this week, it could pay off a whole lot more. It's a lot more risky, but it still could pay off. Now, would I do it myself? Probably not. I think that's too much risk, even at a 12-month standpoint for me. And also, I don't like seeing bills. Like when I open up my credit card accounts, if I don't see zero, it actually like, I might only see $23. And I'm like, all right, I'm paying this today. Just because I don't like seeing numbers. So there's no way I'd be able to do it for 12 months, Jackie. And that's why I'm going to say for me, it would be a no. I would probably stick with my plan A, plan B investment strategies, keep my credit card separate.
Well, you wouldn't have to do it for 12 months, but using just the 12 months interest free. I mean, you can do it like you said, you can invest. I mean, my crypto was higher today when I opened it. So, you know, if you're good in the game and you know how to, you know, buy today, sell tomorrow, and you're using an interest free card, it could benefit you, you know, especially if you're really good in the investments. Definitely it's a risk, but, you know, everything's a risk. But yeah. It is risky. Anything's a risk at that point.
I hear that. It flips to the general. What are your thoughts?
Actually, before we flip to the general, I want to thank everyone because I need to jump. My dad duties are about to start here.
Okay.
So I really appreciate it. I appreciate y'all bringing me on. Appreciate you, you know, sharing your platform and the microphone with me.
Yeah,
nice
absolutely.
to meet you all, and I'll catch you all soon.
Nice meeting you.
Good to see you, Lonnie.
Good to see you.
Take it easy, Lonnie. All right, to the general.
All right, so although y'all may not know a whole lot about me, you do know that I got 40 credit cards, right? So I'm not afraid to take a risk, right? Taking a risk is not beyond my bounds. Now, I haven't directly invested straight from a 0% card, but what I have done was I liquidated like 10K from my Navy Federal flagship card, which takes time because you can only take off a certain amount of time, which takes time. And then I took that money and I put it in a 7-month CD. When that 7-month CD, now I'm paying it off as time goes. When that 7-month CD matured, because at the time it was 5%. When that 7-month CD matured, I took the money that I got and then I invested that money. You know what I'm saying? So it was like a long way to get to kind of like the same thing, you know. But one thing that I've learned in life, man, I don't bet on the market, I bet on myself. Right. And if you're afraid to bet on yourself, you're never going to win. You know, like you might get some small wins, but you're never going to get any big wins if you can't bet on yourself. So taking risks is just part of life. And if you're too afraid to take risks, you're only going to be stuck as far as whatever someone else is giving you. Yep. You know what I mean? So I don't like to be stuck in a box. I like to be able to push myself out of that box. And back to what Lisa and Jackie was saying about the multiple LLCs. I mean, I had multiple LLCs before I had anything going because I knew the direction I was trying to go with it. You know what I mean? So I have a couple of little side businesses that I do. But, man, if you want to really make it, you got to bet on yourself. And to make a long, story short, yeah, I absolutely do it. Like, I would absolutely do it.
Okay. That's it. You heard it here from the general. Now I'm gonna say what's up to the chat, and then we're gonna pick up the energy a little bit here and talk about some things about some credit cards here. So just want to say what's up to those in the chat. We had Luke's Points and Miles. We got Ron in here. Kevin Wynn was in the building. I mentioned Kid Cat earlier. Traveling with Lynn, Scooter, John R, our moderator, mentioned him earlier. CJ. Rod, Richard Moss is in the building. Big Phil Mo 78 in the building. Had the pleasure of meeting him down in New Orleans at the Credit Card Creator Meetup. QC Man 2000 is in here. We got Kay. We got Bobby Yakuzo, friend of the channel, friend of the community. He is in the house, keeping up with the Griffins that we have met through Rod's channel. In addition to that, we have Juan Garcia, heavy hitter in the game, also a member of the Money Minutes channel. Mr. Travel On is here. We got Kay. We got Double Animal Fries. Woodsy is in the house. Just want to say welcome to everybody and thank you so much for being here. So now I have one final question and then we will keep it nice and organic for the room. What is everyone's thoughts on what the next annual fee increase of the Amex Platinum will be? This is just something that just came off the top of my head. I personally think they are going to skip 700s. That card is going to be minimum $800 or higher. I think they're going to position it to not compete with the black card, but I thought they were going to put something in between it after they snatched the other cards off the lineup. But I think the card's going to go to $800 with some credits thrown in. I don't think they'll mess with the multipliers, and I sincerely think that will happen within the next 9 months. But that's just me. So I will pass that on. I'm actually going to pick CJ first since he's our resident Amex Whisperer.
Man, I wish you would come to me last because I'm the Amex Whisperer type thing.
You got the connection, CJ.
Actually, let me go last because I want to hear what everybody else says. Right. And then I'll say what I know.
All right.
Which may be outdated, by the way.
All right. Well, then I will, return to being a gentleman. Lisa, I know that, you're not as heavy into the credit cards as you are into the investments, but are you familiar with the Amex Platinum?
I am not. I think I'm going to have to pass on this one, Chad.
Okay. No, it's cool. It's cool. Trust me. We are going to true you up. Believe me, hanging around with us after a while, you're going to start looking like, hold on, wait a minute. That's not a good sub. you know, it's a better sub here. Trust me. We gonna get you up there, and you're gonna get some other people up there because they're gonna know about these ETFs and the dividends and dividend reinvestment plans and so on and so forth. Trust me, I
Okay.
see very great things in our future, tremendous things in our future. So, in
Right.
any case, that was just my little impression. But Jackie, I'm gonna move on to you as far as what do you feel about the Amex Platinum card?
I think the Amex Platinum, I mean, if you're into the travel, the luxury travel, it's well worth it, even if it goes up a little bit. A lot of people are flexing the Platinum card and they really don't understand the benefits. So, like I said, if you're a person that's into the travel and you understand all the benefits, then I would definitely go for the card and I wouldn't mind paying a little bit more. If you're just getting the card because you want to show it off and you just don't understand the benefit, or you're somebody that doesn't even travel, then it's definitely not worth it for you. It's not the card. Stick to the gold card. You're going to get more on your groceries and all that.
Okay.
That's just
All
what
right.
I think.
We got one vote. Jackie's willing to pay more. She thinks it's gonna. What do you think it might go to?
I don't know. The other day I passed by the Centurion Lounge and it was packed. I mean, they're giving all those people food. I mean, it has to go up because remember back in the day, a lot of people didn't know about all this, but now with the videos and everybody's, getting points and it's just more common. I don't know. I think it could probably hit $1,000.
Okay. All right, we got to vote for 1G. We got one of those in the chat at least from
Or $9.99.
Yeah, exactly. Speaking of $9.99, want to shout out Xavier the Savior of New Orleans for the $9.99 super chat. Had to steal that from you, Rod. Super chat. So we also Ivan GC in the building. Too Easy agrees with you. What do you think, Sledge?
I'm gonna agree with that. $9.99.
$9.99.
I think they're going straight to $9.99, and I'm still gonna keep it. like I'm just too accustomed to what comes with the platinum card. And another thing for me is those middle cards, like those cards with the $150 and $99 annual fee that I have. I'm gonna start chopping those cards. So I'm gonna be top end and no annual fee. You know what I'm saying? Because like right now, I'm at just over $3,600 in annual fees. So if the platinum go up to $1,000, man, yeah, that's gonna be big right there for me. So I think it's possible. I mean, I hope not. I hope not. I hope they hold where it's at, but you never know.
Okay. All right, Rod. Wow. Rod, Rod, what do you think?
I don't think they're gonna go to $9.99. I think if you look back when they were at $5.50, they crept up to $6.95, and consumers, Amex loyalists, had an issue with that. Chad said 800. I think they're gonna probably hit 8.25, maybe 850 at first to test the waters. They're gonna eventually get to $9.99, but I don't think they're gonna take the leap of faith. I think they're gonna ease their way up. I'll be honest. I don't care if the car turns purple and when I change street lights. At $9.99, it's out of my wallet. I get good benefits out of it, but I have other cars that I could do just as well with. But I don't see Amex is on the roll right now. I actually have stock in Amex. They're doing pretty good. If they go from $6.95, $305 to $1,000, or $304 to $9.99, it's too risky. I think if you go to $825, $850, you'll lose a few people. You'll keep a few people. You throw maybe one more benefit in there, and then creep up to $9.99. But let's be realistic. They tried to, but the black card and the platinum card are two different worlds. You're talking $5,000 entry fee, $3,000 annual fee. You can't compare the two. Yeah, they have the same multipliers, but you can't compare the two. So you can't sell me the platinum card, tell me it's like the black card, we charge $1,000. I tell you what, I put it on the wall and say I once had that.
Okay. All right. I got you. So now, CJ, you've had your time, Mr. Whisperer. Tell
I
us what
had
you
my
know.
time. So what I know may be a little bit disappointing, but look at your faces. Chad is like, but my Amex insider told me earlier on in this year that Amex Platinum is not up for a revamp, but that was way early in the year. That was at the time when I knew the gold card was coming up. So I would say back in this conversation was back in like January, February. I think February when we had this conversation. So if you look at it, the Amex Platinum was revamped back in 2021, I believe. And before then, I think it was changed in around 2017. So the change that was made back then, we still have a couple of years. Or wait, 2025 is next year, huh? So it is potential, maybe next year. But as far as this year, which is almost done, it wasn't happening. I'm actually probably going to reach out to him to find out if there are any rumors now. I knew about the everyday card going away and the blue cash magnet. But I don't know if they are really going to give the Amex Platinum any additional changes because those changes the last time were so drastic with the annual fee increasing and adding more credits. That card already has so many. I don't know about. Yeah, I think it'll be too much. Whatever they do for it would have to be extremely strategic. I think what we saw was kind of like a light retouch of the card with, I think, the more expensive fee for additional card users or card members, or what do you call those authorized users? I don't know why the word isn't coming to my mind. And then the little changes to get people into lounges with you. That's probably what I would guess would be more of the direction to really help to keep that card as that premium experience, since the experience has been a little cheapened, I will say.
Yeah.
I knew I liked CJ for a reason. I knew it.
So we'll see. I'll try to reach out and see if he knows anything else about that project, if anything is happening with it. So, and as soon as I know and I'm able to share, I'll share. I wasn't able to share a darn thing about the gold card, so Amex gets a little testy with that stuff.
Hey, nobody was disappointed with that news, CJ. We all good with it staying 695.
Oh,
Facts,
good.
facts, Sledge, facts.
Yeah.
Hey, Chad, I have a question. When was the last time anyone went to a Centurion Lounge? For some reason, I can't. I flew out of DFW October 4th, and I'm in Terminal E. The Centurion Lounge is in Terminal D, so I go to Delta. I prefer Delta Sky Clubs anyway. So
yeah,
I mean, I'm never. It's never crowded. I'm getting good food. Good.
I've actually never been to the Delta Sky Club at DFW. I just take the Sky Train over to D and make sure I take advantage of the Centurion Lounge. But I ain't gonna lie to you, it's normally pretty crowded in DFW. I don't know if anybody has recently been to a lot. I think Jackie said she just went to a Centurion Lounge.
To the one in Denver when I stopped there, and it was very crowded.
Yeah,
it was right there.
The one in Atlanta. I just went in there like a week and a half ago. The Centurion Lounge in Atlanta. Probably the best one I've ever been in. You been in that one, Chad?
Oh yeah, man. I went live from there. I was in there with Young
right. That is probably the best Centurion Lounge I've been in. 2 outside areas with a bourbon bar in there.
Yeah, it's
the regular bar. That thing is huge, man. Like that thing is huge. It might have been crowded, but it was still enough space for probably another 200 people to get in there.
Yeah, 26,000 square feet. It's the largest one by area in the country. But
nice, man. I've never seen it. I've been in some nice Sky Clubs, but I've never been in a Sky Club that came even remotely close to that Centurion Lounge. That's the nicest lounge. One of the nicest lounges I've been in.
Sky Club, go to the one in Salt Lake City.
Yes, I went
I'll
there.
probably never be there.
Very nice.
Salt Lake City is a beast. That Sky Club is ridiculous. It's one of the nicest ones I've ever been. And that includes me being in the one in LA Los Angeles, the one that they just redid, has a beautiful outside area, but by all means, I would tell you, Sledge, if you get a chance, go to Salt Lake City Sky Club. You will not be sorry. It's really nice. But we have a question here from Straight Queued, wondering if I should upgrade or apply for the Delta Sky Miles Reserve business card from the Delta Platinum. I'm assuming that he or she is doing a business card to business card. If they're talking about upgrade or apply, I think just apply for a new one, so that way you don't leave the bonus on the table. Any thoughts, anybody?
The Sky Club upgrade offers be trash. The Sky, they do. I'm sorry. Now I took an upgrade offer from the blue to the platinum. I started with the blue started with the gold, downgraded to the blue, and then took an upgrade to the platinum. But if you look at those upgrade offers, they're not really good. Like they're just those Sky Miles offers aren't really good.
Okay.
50K with 6K spin. Yeah.
50.
You got 6 months to do it, but I mean, from the platinum, you know, they offer me from the platinum to reserve right now, 15K. 15.
That's it? For how
They
much?
were offering me from the gold, they were offering me 10 to the platinum.
How much did they want you to spend?
It was something small though, like 2K or something like that. It's something small, but I mean 15K miles, that's relatively nothing when we talking about an airline, you know what I mean? So
yeah. Okay.
But I don't know, 60K, 50K, that's not terrible. And you got 6 months to do it.
Yeah, it's not bad.
It's not bad.
Yeah, $1,000 a month. I mean, most people's normal organic spend could pretty much clear that. Plus, you get the Sky Mile points on there. But because I figure why kill the sub, especially if you can get an upgraded sub. By doing upgrade. But I don't know. That's just me. Anybody else have any input on that one?
I don't have a Delta card. I tried to get one. I've never had a company talk me out of getting a card. Amex talked me out of it. So
what did you do to Amex? Jeez.
No, I was gonna get rid of my everyday preferred. This was like 3 years ago.
Oh,
and maybe he was getting a bonus for not giving me one. I don't know, because it didn't make sense. He was like, well, "You already have a Delta card with the everyday preferred." Hey, you're right. He mind jacked me somehow.
Oh, I thought they only had beef with CJ.
No. Hey,
Amex be beefing with you, bro. I'll be watching your videos.
They do
beefing with you.
They do. I can't even lie. They really do. How long did I have a 25K point offer on the platinum card? 25,000 points. Like, geez.
Ridiculous.
Right.
Ridiculous. Jackie, what do you think?
I don't have any of the Delta cards. So, I mean, I've heard that normally if you're going to get a Delta card, it's because you fly out a lot of a Delta. If you live like in Atlanta, that's probably where you're using it a lot. So I've never applied to any of the Delta cards yet. But I might when I go when my funding's free.
Okay. All right. I hear that. Lisa, are you close to a Delta hub, or do you primarily fly Delta, or are you a big flyer, or no?
I don't travel much, and I would say most of the time I travel, it would probably be JetBlue.
JetBlue? Okay.
Mhm.
All right. So then this
That was comfortable.
Yeah,
I got a question for Lisa since I was in here like mad late. I saw everybody bombarding Lisa with questions.
You have the floor, sir.
I ain't trying to be all in your private business, but since the election happened this morning, and I know everything kind of, was great and everything, how much money did you make? Because I want to know.
I don't have an answer. I don't have an answer off the top of my head on that, but everything is looking quite lovely.
It was positive, right?
Yes, yes.
It was all in the positive. I knew it.
Tesla's looking good. Tesla had all-time high. Amazon, the S&P 500,
Yep.
all the indices had an all-time high today. So I mean, like I already shared, I invest into VOO, the S&P 500 Vanguard ETF. So there's no way that I could not be in a better position today than I ever was, because everything is up. Several of my investments hit all-time highs. So,
hey Lisa, I have a question for you, Lisa. I noticed the last live you and Prez did. I want to see if you changed your mind since Sunday. I know you're a huge VOO investor, and Prez is going for SPLG. He jumped ship on VTI. Do you foresee yourself getting into SPLG and letting VOO kind of ride where it is right now?
I haven't done it yet. I'm gonna keep the VOO. Will I start a position in a? I haven't decided.
Please do, because I want to see how you do, and it's going to determine how I do.
But it's the same thing. Whether it's FXAIX, VOO, or SPLG. What do you mean? How do I do? It's all the same. The performance is going to be the same. So
yeah, I mean, I've already bought SPLG. I still kept my VOO. I bought FXAIX because of you in a video you did, and made one investment. I kind of left it alone, but just curious.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't been inclined to change over a 0.01% difference. But we'll see. If I ever do start another position in a retirement account, I would go. That would be my first choice. I would not go with actually it wouldn't be my first choice, because FXAIX, I just mentioned retirement account. That expense ratio is 0.015, so it's lower than the SPLG. So I'm good. I'm good with what I chose. I don't feel inclined to change my VOO position to SPLG. But if I have the opportunity, or for some reason I was to start investing more into the S&P outside of Fidelity, then I would use that. That would be my investment choice. I just didn't know about it when I started investing into VOO, else it would have been my first choice above VOO.
Yeah, I just don't like the price. $500 for a share. I like the kind of what Prez said. I can get more shares with SPLG, but at the end of the day, you just did it best. It's the same thing. It's just it's basically the same thing. I was just curious.
Yeah, and it's personal preference. If that gives you motivation to have the share size growing more quickly, then you got to do what inspires you. So.
Well,
I'm trying to get this Mini Cooper, so I got to get some going. I'm kidding. I'm not getting a Mini Cooper.
Like a Mini Cooper?
No, I'm kidding. But I am going to buy my next car with investments. That's a gimme.
Good.
Well, I just want to add for the chat, anyone who is having any difficulty following, what they are talking about are ETFs. ETFs are baskets of stocks that are all packaged together, so that way your dollar might be split many different ways to invest in multiple different companies, giving you multiple different exposures. And most of the time, I think 100% of the time, ETFs do pay a dividend. So you also get, in addition to the performance money that you will make, you get quarterly and in some cases monthly kickbacks in the form of a dividend per share owned. Just want to let you know, just in case you were wondering exactly what was being mentioned. And with all products, ETFs have varying, not manufacturers, but people who offer them, issuers. So VOO is a very popular ETF from Vanguard, if you've ever heard of that investment company. Just want to let that one was for the chat.
Sorry, I wasn't giving any context to what I was talking about there.
No. It's fine. It's fine. I want you to be comfortable speaking about what you know. The whole our consortium is different lanes of expertise, and being able to relay that to everybody. I just be comfortable. We can work through it. It's no big deal, because I know sometimes we'd be like pew 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 with the credit card stuff. By all means, you shoot those investments out, and we'll get everybody trued up.
Okay.
I have a question here from Jordan23WW. I'm curious if CJ's Amex Insider has said anything about the disappearance of the Amex Lowe's business card from the website. My card is still open, so I wonder if a refresh is coming. CJ, you really kind of backed yourself in the corner here with all these juicy tidbits that you've been dropping from the Amex universe. So we got anything here?
I have absolutely nothing, but now that he mentioned it, I'm going to text my Amex Insider and be like, why didn't you tell me about it? The only things I knew about were the main core Amex products. I didn't know of any of the co-branded stuff going away. So I'll find out what it is they're doing with it, and if it's gone or if it becomes a legacy product like the Everyday Card and the Blue Cash Magnet.
Okay. All right. There we go. So, Jordan, you've heard it, and you've heard it here first. But he will be checking in on that. So, I got one thing that I think we should all chop up, and I said it on Joe Barretto's live with Ernest, aka Tech Yoda. These no annual fee cards, and I'm just going off of something that Sledge said earlier. He either wants no annual fee cards or top annual fee cards. The no annual fee card market has become vicious. There is blood in the water. Some of the best cards that are coming out have no annual fee, and these no annual fee cards are coming out swinging, punching out of their weight class. I would love to hear some thoughts about some of the no annual fee cards that you guys have been encountering. Let's go ahead and start with Jackie.
Well, I think the no annual fee, I think the one I just applied for, the build, I don't think it has an annual fee.
Nope, certainly doesn't.
Yeah, I think that one has no annual fee, and I really like it. I mean, now that I've discovered the whole thing with the travel hack, I want to put as much points as I can on that card, and you can transfer the points out and all that. They compare that card a lot to the Chase cards for travel. And the good thing about this card is that you don't even have to apply for it. You can just sign up with them, and you can rack up points, and you can refer people, and you can get points that way as well. So up to now, I'm very happy. Oh, and another thing, I have 5 cell phones with AT&T. Even my daughter that's married, I'm still paying for her AT&T cell phone. I took off the insurance. And with this card, it gives you 2 claims a year up to $900. So right now, I'm already saving money. Just, saving the money every month with the AT&T with the insurance. So that's good. It has some good benefits, to be honest.
That's what I like to hear. You heard it, guys. No annual fee card. They have a program. You don't even have to be a card holder, and you can earn points that you can use to travel. That's pretty crazy.
It's pretty cool. It doesn't have any sign-on bonus or anything like that, but it gives you a lot of little perks. Just the one, like I said, for the insurance for your phone. That's some money you're putting in your pocket every month. Let's say you pay $10 a month for insurance. If you times that, through 12, it's $120. So that's $120 in your wallet every year. And like me, I have 5 on the plan. So, and like I said, you don't even have to apply for it. It's from Wells Fargo. I did do a hard inquiry on my Experian, and they approved me for $12,000. I thought it was a little bit on the low side, but it works for me.
So when you were paying insurance, you were paying $10 per phone on the plan.
No. I don't know exactly what I was paying, but I was just giving you like just an example.
So is that normally how it would work though? Would those rates be per phone on the plan?
Per phone.
Okay. So even if it was $10, that would be $600 a year that a no annual fee card just canceled out for you. So like these cards are Beast. Now, Miss Lisa J, I know for a fact you already said you had I believe you said you had a Bank of America card. Have you noticed some no annual fee cards where it's like, wow, this is really doing something, or did you want to get us hip to the no annual fee cards that you have and what you think that the value that they provide?
I am not a credit card person like you guys. None of my credit cards have a fee. I do not
Okay.
have, yeah. So
And that's
um
fine.
so yeah, I mean I could be missing out, but you guys said you were going to teach me more in this area so that I can, maximize these things even better. So, but right
And
now, like I
what cards
said,
do you have now?
I have a Citibank card. I have two Bank of America cards, one that gives points and one that gives cash back. I have a Citibank card and a Chase card. Those are my personal primary cards. And
Okay.
then I have some cards for my business. And then, like the individual store cards like Home Depot and Macy's and stuff like that.
Okay. All right. I mean, but still you gotta be, because you were talking about customizing your multipliers on one of your cards for your holiday spend earlier. So
Mhm.
you getting some value out of them. So what the points that you use, I would assume that translates to cash back on your Bank of America card, if I'm not mistaken. And please let me know because I don't have Bank of America card, so I just don't want to state the wrong thing.
One gives strictly cash back. So that's the one where I customize the rewards. Like I'll put like I want to earn 3% cash back for gas or whatever
Um,
category I want to designate. And then I'll
okay.
know I'm going to use that card for food shopping or putting gas in the car. So I know which card I'm going to use for what in that way. And then as far as the points card, because
Mhm.
my focus is not travel, because I don't travel that much. As far as the
Mhm.
points, what I'll do is I'll usually, when my points build up, I'll order some gift cards.
Oh,
Say I'll order $350 worth of gift cards. And,
okay.
I'll order some Walmart, Target, some gas station gift cards, maybe some, local food places, give my daughter $25, whatever, and then that money is eased from my budget for that month and I can use my money in my checking account for other things. So I
Mhm.
definitely like to do that every once in a while. Like when I load up with some Walmart gift cards, go to the super Walmart and I can do all my food shopping, the laundry detergent, all the basic things. But I get
Absolutely.
to keep my cash for that month because I use my gift cards. So that's just my way of using credit cards because I use my credit cards. I don't pay my mortgage. I haven't gotten that one figured out yet, but I use my credit cards to pay, my car insurance,
Mhm.
utilities, as many things as I can get onto the credit cards. That's what I do because I want
That's it.
to get the points and the rewards. Yeah.
See
Sure.
that? See, still, you just made a great case about
Mhm.
extracting value without having any financial overlay. So please
Right.
don't count yourself out yet. I'm telling you,
Uh-huh.
watch you
I
ain't
think
never
my
gonna
my
use
way
it.
of what I'm my focus is different than you guys. Like
Trust me,
I just wanna, stock the refrigerator and the pantry, like put some gas in the car.
it's gonna take that one thing, and once you get that bite, it's gonna be on. Next thing you know, Lisa's gonna be like, "I'm hosting the next live because I got this card." I'm telling you, it's gonna happen. Trust me, it happened literally to probably
Yeah.
everybody on this panel. They might not say it, but it happened. But what you thinking? What you thinking, Sledge, about the no annual fee card market?
You know what's so funny how for whatever reason, man, I could just always piggyback off what somebody just said. Lisa was just
Mhm.
talking about customizing, and this is exclusive. This is an exclusive credit card number 40, the Bank of America
Oh,
customized cash card. The only people who's actually seen this was the people that are a member of my channel. Yes, this is the 40th credit card. Oh, let me take that back. I've probably been approved for like 60 credit cards. That is my 40th active credit card. I got it in the mail probably like 2 days ago. The Bank of America customized cash card. So yeah, the same thing. These the card I got approved for before that was a City Custom Cash. And a lot of these no annual fee cards, man, I'm telling you. And
Wait a minute.
wait a minute, let me take
Another
that
one.
back. It wasn't a City Custom Cash.
I was about to say.
It was a Wells Fargo autograph card. I got so many cards in the last, I don't know, I think I got like 5 cards in the last 2 months. So yeah, I got kind of mixed up in there, but yeah, and they were all no annual fee card except for the City AA executive card. So yeah, man, a lot of these no annual fee cards is where it's at. And look at CJ. CJ looking CJ like another card.
I'm over here thinking, what the heck is your 524 status, Sledge?
5524.
I think so.
It's LOL 24. Yo,
Man.
The thing about it is, what people got to understand is, if you strategically do it, you strategically do it, because there's no way to keep getting these approvals if you don't strategically do it, right? If you don't understand what credit bureau they're pulling from, you know what I'm saying, like the different rules or the different credit card issuers, there's no way to get this many approvals. So I have to do a lot of research and a lot of studying before I even apply for these cards. But yeah. Number 40, man. I'm done though. I'm done. I'm gonna actually start going in reverse in 2025 and start cutting some of these cards.
I hope so. Jeez.
All right. You know that look when you... All right. Okay.
I got to.
All right, Rob. What do you got for us on that tip on the no annual fee card market?
Hey, I have to agree with you, Chad. It's blood and water. I mean, I just looked at my wallet, and I haven't done a what's in my wallet video. I didn't do one in October. I haven't done one, obviously, in November. I'm running probably 4 or 5 no annual fee cards in my wallet right now. And my favorite, I have the one Sledge just got and the one Lisa has the customized cash from Bank of America. But that custom cash card from Citi, I am working it. If it's not on the Freedom Flex, which is a no annual fee card, 5% rotating categories, if it's rocking groceries, I'm using the custom cash for gas. If the Flex is rocking gas, I'm using the custom cash at groceries. So I'm able to maneuver with a no annual fee card and get 5% and invest that 5% into ETFs and stocks. So I'm kind of double dipping. But I think so many people got caught up in the annual fee cards that they're sleeping, totally knocked out on the no annual fee cards. You know, the Discover It. I think, if I'm not mistaken, Chad, you got a couple of those, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh no, I got one. One of my favorite no annual fee cards is the Robinhood card and the Wells Fargo autograph. It's just the regular autograph. The card's a beast.
See, I just can't get with Wells Fargo, man. Ever since they did their little thing a few years ago, and I may have to look at that, but that custom cash is on the top left side of my wallet, and the Freedom Flex is on the top right side, and my Discovery is actually in my mobile wallet. But I think if you are just starting with credit and you have aspirations of Chad or CJ or Sledge or Jackie or Lisa or Rod, and you're thinking about platinum cards and gold cards and all this here, do not sleep on the no annual fee cards, because those cards pack a powerful punch.
Absolutely.
Do not sleep on them. You're going to get what we're getting. I used to just download pictures to my phone of the platinum card when I knew I couldn't even get the green card. It was aspirations, but 4 out of 8 cards right now in my wallet are no annual fee. That speaks volumes. So don't sleep on them.
Absolutely. DJ, you want to round that out?
Sure. Thank you for shedding light on this topic, Chad, because in this space, we don't talk about it too much. We have a lot of creators in this space, and a lot just don't talk about it too much. And I kind of know a little bit why. When you get into the affiliate marketing side, you know, dollars motivate people, and I'm not ashamed to say that. I don't push it as much, but you know. But anyway, I'm gonna go back to the OG card for me, and that was already mentioned, and it was the Discover It cashback credit card. And the reason why I love it so much, it's free. It's perfect for beginners, and because a lot of people in the credit card space don't want to talk about that card, I get maxed out on referral bonuses for it every single year because there's been much competition with it.
Wow.
Because again, people motivated by money, they're not going to mention that card because kind of can't. So I already have a video on my channel, and people still watch it. It does decently now. It's calmed down, and they every so often I see a $100 statement credit on that credit card. I'm like, oh, I helped somebody else, and this was just a credit card that I was a video where I was recommending beginner credit cards. Other credit cards that I like, they're somewhat popular, but it's the Chase Inc. train, man. The Chase Inc. Cash, the Business Cash, and the Inc. Unlimited. Although I do not have the Inc. Unlimited, it currently has an elevated welcome offer, 90,000 ultimate reward points or $900 in cash back. And if you can meet that spend requirement, that's pretty powerful. So definitely don't sleep on the no annual fee cards. Wells Fargo, they get kudos. I like what they did with the Atune card. I like what they did with the autograph card. Like the active cash card when it came out, I like that too. Wells Fargo, I know we kind of don't want to give them their kudos because of what they did in the past with every single bank. Every single one has their dark secrets that may not be so secret. So keep that in mind.
Hey, I gotta say something about Lisa before we go on to the thing. See, if y'all had to watch the interview that I had with Lisa, she had her credit card book ready. She had her credit card book ready on there to show all her credit cards. So
Listen, I brought my whole handbag to the studio. I never bring my purse to the studio, but I was like, I'm going to talk with Sledge. Let me get my handbag.
She was ready. She was ready. I watched that one.
She was definitely ready.
Most definitely. We got a question here from Juan Garcia. Saw the last live with Stan and Luke debate on the U.S. Bank Altitude Reserve. Curious, what are your thoughts on the U.S. Bank Altitude Reserve? I do not have the card. I'm going to bypass this one, and I will leave it open to the floor. Anyone who has an opinion on the U.S. Bank Altitude Reserve.
I can talk because I don't really have an opinion on it. I looked at the card. I feel like if you don't have other what we call premium cards, it can be a good card. But if you do, it's not interesting. You know, that's just my opinion on it. So
yeah, I'm not terribly interested in U.S. Bank as a whole because, I mean, with their relationship and the fact that the points don't transfer between cards, even though they do have some cool cards, it kind of falls out of my wheelhouse per se.
Yeah, and U.S. Bank is known to give small limits. Even when you have prime credit, they do start you very low. So sometimes it's not even worth getting the hard inquiry. So it's like a hit or miss with them. Yeah, it's like a hit and miss with them with U.S. Bank.
I totally did not know that. Thank you for putting me up on that one. Yeah. CJ, anything on U.S. Bank? Altitude Reserve?
For me, it's just not. It just doesn't appeal to me. Like, I get it. It's one of those cards that's not talked about very much. So, you know, there's an opportunity to share a fresh opinion in the credit card space on that card. But it literally doesn't appeal to me. Yeah, it's a 3x back card for basically everywhere because of the mobile wallet. But other than that, I don't know. And do they have transfer partners? That's so much I don't really follow U.S. Bank.
No, I think U.S. Bank, you can just apply it to transfer like a real time. I believe they're the ones who do the real time rewards. Yeah, sorry, Juan. It doesn't sound like U.S. Bank is really getting a lot of play in this room, unless Rod has something. Because I know if Lisa has just no annual fee cards, then she's not on the U.S. Bank train. So, Rod, you got anything as far as U.S. Bank is concerned?
Yeah, I have the U.S. Bank Cash Plus card. I basically use it for utilities and get the cash back. But as far as I'm sorry, I lost my audio. As far as transfer partners, it doesn't have any that I know of. I never was intrigued by the altitude reserve. Rarely, other than the utilities, I don't even use the cash plus. And I agree with Jackie. The credit limits are extremely low.
Okay.
Not really. I don't promote the card a lot. So it's not something I would run out and tell people, oh, you have to have a U.S. bank card. I wouldn't do that.
Okay. Juan Garcia says he got his, I'm going to just call it the USBAR with 20K credit limit and a no bank relationship with them. He likes the simplicity of it, especially at wholesale clubs like Costco. Well, you know what? Cheers to you, Juan. I much so admire you for that. What I'm going to do, because I'm also being cognizant of everybody's time, we've been on for an hour and 45 minutes. What I'm going to do is I'm going to first, as always, I want to offer my absolute gratitude to everyone. And I think now might be the time for us to take it around. Please, by all means, offer anything that you have on the table. I'm going to say that starting a new job on Monday. Coming up, I have Chat's Perspectives. And I think the gold card might be in danger on the next go around because I'll be doing a remote job as opposed to an office job. So it might not be the workhorse that it was for me before, but I do have my alternate in the Saver One to keep getting my grocery multipliers, and I have multiple food cards. So just want to give you guys that update for me. I want to give my utmost gratitude to everybody on the panel. All of you who could have been somewhere else, but you decided to be here. I just want to be grateful to you for your time and for those on the panel who have taken their time to be on here. So I'm going to pass it on to Jackie. If you have anything that you want to part on for the audience.
No, I just want to say thank you to you. Thank you to everybody. Lisa, it was a pleasure. And I definitely learned a lot from you today. And hopefully we can, get together again as a panel. It's always interesting to, listen to other people's comments, opinions, or what they're doing. I have some stock, but I'm definitely not even a quarter at your level. And for the audience, what can I say? I love credit cards. I love credit cards with interest free, and I definitely love the credit cards game. I do have a school group. If anybody needs to I don't fix credit, but if anybody needs templates or anything, it's at SKOOL Credit Connect. You can find me there. Right now it's for free. I have a whole bunch of templates in there and a whole bunch of data points. And thank you.
Excellent. Lisa, anything to put on the floor?
I'm glad that I was able to this is my first time getting invited to one of the panels, and I'm glad that I was able to make it. And thank you to Sledge for inviting me to the community. And I had a great time. And, if you have any questions or if there's anything that I can contribute, I'm glad to.
Okay. Excellent. I'm just putting in a comment in the chat. I'm just giving people a time, an opportunity to offer things to the floor because I just want to be respectful of people's time. We are here. If you do have questions, please add them. But I just want to go around. So Sledge, you're up next.
Oh man, you know me, man. It wouldn't be me if I didn't have something. I got two things. Number one is, remember, the Amex Platinum upgrade downgrade process that I do, right?
Yeah.
So I just upgraded my Amex Green Card to a second Amex Platinum.
Oh boy.
I called Amex before I did it. So my annual fee for the Green Card hits on December 28th. Meaning the prorated annual fee for me upgrading is going to hit somewhere between the end of this month or early December. So before the 28th, I have time to use all the Amex credits, right? I'm going to prorated annual fee, which is $25 a month, and it's not even going to be a whole month. I mean, a whole 2 months. So it's going to be somewhere around $40 or so, 40, maybe 50. Yeah, somewhere around $40 for the prorated annual fee. So I'm going to use every single Amex credit that I can use before December 20, before the first of the year. The actual annual fee is going to hit December 28th, which means that gives me 30 days into next year to use the credits again. So I'm going to use all those credits again. And like January 27th, I'm going to downgrade back to the green card and pay the regular $150 annual fee. Probably get about $1,200 worth of credits, and still only pay the annual fee for the green card. If you don't know, now you know, man. It's super easy to do it, but you have to do it somewhere towards the end of the year, like between October and November. If you wait till December, you go overlap into the following year, so you will only be able to do it once. But if you do it earlier, you can do it twice. And the second thing is a question it's not even credit card related, and this is for the entire panel and the chat. Is there anywhere that you drive that is irritating to you?
Miami.
I'm taking over the thing. We're gonna start with you, Chad.
I got a couple places: Boston, Miami, and West Palm Beach. Top three. Not awful.
All right, that could be more specific than that. You can Chad said the whole city.
The whole thing.
All right, CJ.
Miami, hands down, no competition.
I don't like driving to Miami. Whenever I go to Miami, I take an Uber everywhere. I do not like driving there.
Ruthless.
JP say DC. Feel most safe anywhere in Pennsylvania. Lisa.
I've been to Miami. I've never driven there. I guess I'll just go with like New York, like Manhattan.
No, yeah, I don't drive there either. I don't drive there either. Rod.
I moved to Dallas from California, LA. I hate driving in LA.
Oh yeah, it's awful.
Jackie.
Miami. It's horrible here. It's terrible.
All right.
I live 17 minutes away, and it's taking me now an hour and 20 minutes to get to work and come back. It's
so sad. Now, my answer gonna be way more specific. Like way more specific. I hate driving in shopping plazas because people that come out of stores act like the traffic rules don't exist.
Yeah, they walk out
and driving in shopping plazas. I go all the way to the end of the parking lot just to avoid the people coming out of the store there, because they'll just walk into the street as if there are cars not coming, man.
Well, okay, can I revise my answer? My answer is I hate driving my daughter to school because I went a different direction.
Yeah. Are you on the school line?
You're on the school line?
The school line.
Yeah. If you hate shopping centers, you would hate Boston. That's why I hate Boston. For some reason, in that city, people just step out into the street like cars do not exist.
Like they don't exist.
It was the wildest thing I ever saw. It's like, I know for a fact nobody has ever got hit by a car in Boston because they act like cars literally just don't. They'll look right at you and step right into the street. It doesn't matter.
Well, CJ from the Bahamas, and I swear every island I've ever been to, it's the same exact thing. Whenever you drive in there, he would just walk out into the street like traffic lights don't exist. But the drivers are more considerate of the people that are walking, like way more considerate than we are.
Okay. Oh yeah. People actually in the islands, depending on which ones you go to, like the ones that are less populated, you can like back out into the main road and people will stop. Like the drivers with the right of way will just stop and they won't honk at you. They'll let you take your time. And I'm like, the first time I witnessed it on an island, because my island is like more city-like, First time I witnessed it on one of those rural islands, I was like, what the heck is this person doing? My uncle was like, hey, calm down. This is not the city, man. We take it easy here. I'm like, clearly.
Let you know you had to cool your jets.
Yeah, man.
That's all I had.
Well, that was pretty awesome. Appreciate it.
I was irritated earlier, man. I wanted to bring that to the chat.
I like that. That's what I like. Rod, you got anything you want to bring to the floor?
Yeah, first and foremost, man, just it's an honor to be part of the community. Love to see the growth. I am out of pocket right now. I know Chad, and Lisa, and Sledge, but the plan is to be back full force hopefully by Sunday. And I'm about to crank it up. Trust me, I'm about to crank it up. But just to be a part of a group of people where you always learn something, it's to me, it's phenomenal. You know, you never know everything, whether it's investments or behind the scenes MX or Chad bringing up the knowing your fee cards. I haven't thought about that, you know. So I really appreciate being part of the community and seeing the growth. And Sledge is a recruiter, boy. Sledge is a recruiter. Sledge gonna have Bart Simpson on the community in a minute. But hey, man, it's been a pleasure. I'm gonna get off here because I'm getting a little winded. But I thank y'all, Jackie, Lisa, CJ, my main man Chad, my main man Sledge. Appreciate what y'all doing, man. It's just a great thing to be a part of it. So that's all I have.
And it's great to have you, brother. And I'm looking forward to you going full force. I will definitely be there once you go up. Look out for me in the comments.
Hey, I'm ready, man. I'm ready. And you have no idea. That's why today I text Sledge. That's like, Sledge take too long. I got to reach out to Chad. I got to go on somebody's live. And
yeah. Oh, you always
for the collaborations that I had to counsel with Lisa and the community, we will be hopefully rescheduling those. And Lisa gonna keep me organized because I just tend to jump off topics. So
there we go.
Looking forward to it.
Absolutely. CJ, the Amex Whisperer. Watch, I'm gonna see that as a tagline on one of your videos, Mr. I got the realest channel, the most brutally honest channel on YouTube. What you got? What you got? You got anything for the floor?
Man, and I was thinking about it and I kind of forgot, but I'll say something. Thank you all. Thank you all for inviting me. Thank you all to everyone who's still watching. This has been absolutely amazing. If you've been tuning into my channel, you've noticed that I have slowed down the pace of releasing videos. And that has been pretty intentional. I've actually decided I will release videos when I have something that I would like to share. I just want it to be a fun experience and not so much like I feel like I'm a part of a machine cranking out content. I just want to get back to the grassroots of why I do YouTube. It's really to share and to share my perspective and my experiences. And I found that trying to stay, at least for me, this isn't true to everybody, but trying to stay on a strict schedule of always releasing videos just makes it isn't fun anymore at that point for me. So with that said, I think you will continue to see maybe 2 videos per month from me, and I'll see how it goes from there. I know next year, my videos I may end up taking a little bit of a break because I do have some professional things, some professional certificates that I would like to get for my career. So that will take precedence, but I will still be here. I'll still be in the community. So don't forget about me. I know it's easy to forget about people when, there are so many new people coming on and so many videos coming. Oh, thanks, Chad. You're too kind. But thank you all for the love. I'm always super surprised, especially with like 2 videos per month. I upload a video and I'm able to get 1,000 views. I'm like, people still remember me. Yes. So I'll just enjoying that aspect of my channel at this point.
All right. That's cool. That's cool. Once again, thank you all who have taking the time to be here. We are coming up. The time's perfect on just 2 hours. I got dad duties as Lonnie did because it is a school night and I did take over my kids' room. So they actually can't go to bed until I'm done with this. And my wife is probably, going to boss up on me and, give me a stern talking to when I'm done. I can already tell because she wasn't even in the chat. So I don't want to leave her with the kids for too long. Go ahead and get them put to bed. I just got to say, once again, you guys could have been anywhere, but you decided to be here. I am just grateful to no end. I just want to say thank you to the community. Thank you to all my panel mates. Thank you for all who participated in the chat. We got some great stuff from Lisa with ETF investing. We got great things with Jackie giving us data points. With the built card, we got amazing things from the Amex Whisperer. Rod has given us some of his insights on no annual fee cards and what he would and would not do with the Platinum card, and the General rounded it out by letting us know, period, point blank, that shopping centers are god awful to travel in, and that at 40 cards, he's finally going to slow down. I mean, don't get me wrong. If next week he has yet another Amex card that none of us have ever heard of, I would not be totally shocked. But that's just me. And with that, I want to give everybody a round of applause. Thank you so much for being here. Clap it up for yourselves. You guys deserve it 1000%. And thank you so much. I wish you all nothing but unending success. And thank you so much. So with that, time to sign off, you guys. Everybody take it easy.
Deuces.
You guys be good.
Much love, y'all. Much love. I'll holler at y'all later.
Appreciate y'all.